Hi students. About the last video la vandu nama pathom appadina Archaebacteria oda three main group paathirukom discuss pannirundom. Again I am going to repeat. The Archaebacteria is further divided into three different groups. The first one is called Methanogens. The Methanogens in the sense methane producing bacteria, that is a biogas producing bacteria. The next one is the Thermoacetophyllus. Thermo in the sense heat, acid. Maximum wherever the heat high temperatures, low acidic pH எந்த இடத்துல ரொம்ப கம்மியா இருக்கோ அந்த இடத்துல ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்கா இருக்க பாக்டீரியா தான் we can call it as the Thermoacetophyllus. Salt you know very well. Yeah, we are unable to the salt oda concentration அதிகமாயிருச்சு இல்ல salt oda concentration குறைஞ்சு அப்படினா the cell unable to manage it. Exosmosis, endosmosis, osmosis pressure la differentiation இருக்கும். But some kind of the bacteria able to survive in the high salt concentrated area. That's why I am using the word the bacteria able to live in extreme conditions or very harsh environments. Harsh in the sense it's not a invention. Muddy region அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு சேரும் சகதியுமா இருக்கிறது தான் muddy region அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். Muddy regions or otherwise called marshy regions. அந்த இடத்துல ஒரு பாக்டீரியா சர்வைவ் பண்ணுது அப்படின்னா இட்ஸ் எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம் ஹேபிடேட் ஒன்லி. அதே மாதிரி தான் தெர்மஸ், அதே மாதிரி தான் ஹாலோஃபிலஸ். ஓகே, ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு கிவ் த எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன் ஃபார் வாட் இஸ் த எக்ஸாக்ட்லி மெத்தனோஜன்ஸ். மெத்தனோஜன் இஸ் ரிலேட்டட் டு எ குரூப் ஆஃப் ஆர்கிபாக்டீரியா. It is exclusively anaerobic bacteria. Anaerobic bacteria. So basically we are dividing the bacteria into two categories based on the cellular respirations, anaerobic as well as aerobic. The anaerobic in the sense we are going to break down the food without help of oxygens. Oxygen illama respiration நடந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா அதுதான் anaerobic condition அப்படினோம். Some kind of the bacteria is completely depending on the oxygen requirements. Oxygen இல்ல அப்படினா respiration நடக்காது. அப்ப this is called as the aerobic bacteria. But the methanogens is exclusively anaerobic bacteria without presence of oxygens able to synthesize the energy. அதான் anaerobic bacteria அப்படினு சொல்றோம். But what is the habitat? Methanogens bacteria specifically present in the marshy. Already I told marshy in the sense a little bit சேரும் சகதியுமா இருக்கும். Mud plus soil, mud as well as the water எங்க மிக்ஸ்டா இருக்கோ அதுதான் marshy or muddy regions அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. Muddy habitat. அந்த இடத்துல தான் அதிகமாக மெத்தனோஜன்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஏதாவது ஒரு marshy regionல போயிட்டு I am going to collect some amount of sample of soil. I am going to culture the bacteria, whatever it is bacteria present, definitely we can see some kind of methanogenic bacteria. Okay, where we can see the bacteria? Definitely we can see the guts of the ruminants. Gut of ruminant. What does it mean by ruminant? The gut அப்படினா தெரியும் digestive systemல இருக்க ஒரு part தான் gut அப்படினு சொல்லுவோம். Specifically it is present in the gut of the ruminants. எதெல்லாம் grass-ஐ eat பண்ணுதோ அதுதான் ruminants அப்படினு சொல்லுவோம். But grass eating animal otherwise called ruminants. The process is called ruminations. But the guts or stomach, better you can write the stomach instead of gut. The stomach of ruminants or gut of the ruminants. But whatever the organism, specifically cow, it may be cattle, இதெல்லாம் grass சாப்பிடுதோ, goat, sheep, எல்லாத்துலயும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அதோட stomach regionல specific அந்த methanogen bacteria. But already what will happens, the grass eating animals, the main food is cellulose. Cellulose தான் digest பண்ணுது. அப்ப அங்க group of bacteria இருக்கும். But you are going to get the food. Otherwise what is going to happen? The stomach of the ruminants or marshy or muddy habitல இருந்துட்டு is going to produce the methane gas. Very important. Produce methane gas. CH4. Otherwise called biogas. The main aim of the bacteria. I am going to prepare the methane gas or biogas. I need to prepare naturally. Basically it's a natural process only. If I am going to use the methanogenic bacteria, definitely we are going to get a more amount of biogas or methanogens. So it is going to specifically produce the methane. Where from it is going to produce? With the help from the carbon dioxide. But this is more than sufficient. But methanogens main role is methane producing bacteria. Got it? That's why we can call it as the methanogenic. Genesis means productions. Methane producing bacteria otherwise called methanogens. Specifically asking what is the habitat, stomach of ruminants and marshy and muddy habitat. This is the best examples. But methane produce பண்ற bacteria தான் நம்ம சொல்றோம் methanogenic bacteria அப்படினு சொல்றோம். Okay, I come to the next one. Thermoacetophyllus, very important bacteria in the field of already I told genetic and molecular biology. We are going to get the enzymes. We are going to study in the higher class. Taq polymerase. Taq polymerase. The enzyme name is called Taq polymerase. That means Thermus aquaticus. The bacteria name is called Thermus aquaticus. The Thermus aquaticus is the example of Thermoacetophyllus bacteria. But where it is presented, specifically present in high heat as well as low acidic medium. Acidic habitat la adhigama irukum. Low acidic medium la adhigama irukum. But thermoacetum high heat as well as low acidic, specifically 0.2 pH enga adhigama acid imagine panna mudiyadhu and acidic level la. Yeah, so in particular habitat la irukra bacteria la they are able to withstand a high amount of heat as well as a low acidic medium bacteria valara mudiyum. Specifically they are going to useful for the genetic engineering purpose. What is the primary function? It is going to oxidize the sulfur oxidize the sulfur to convert into H2SO4. All detail nambalukku thevilla. Oxidize the sulfur is the primary function, but the Thermoacetophyllus specifically used for the genetic engineering purpose. Engineering, specifically they are going to get the different kind of restriction enzymes. Yeah, we are going to study the role of restriction enzymes in the 12th standard, specifically in the biotechnology lesson. At the time I am going to recollect the Archaebacteria. The last one, Hylurophyllus. Hylo means what? Already told, it is a salt. Hylo in the sense salt. Wherever the salt concentration is more, we can't imagine the salt. Salt adhigama irundhuchu appadina exosmosis nadadum. Or organism irundhuchu, or cell irundhuchu appadina salt concentration its outside is more. Whatever the content which are presented in the cell is comes out of the cells. The cell is start to burst. A shrinkage of protoplasm nadakum, cell alla survive பண்ணவே முடியாது. ஆனா அந்த கண்டிஷன்ல ஒரு பாக்டீரியா வரதுனால தான் we can consider as the extreme condition or harsh conditions. Even more than 35% of NaCl இருந்தா கூட அதால survive பண்ண முடியும். Again, what is the use? அப்ப extreme conditionல இருந்தா is going to have some kind of peculiarity enzymes. அந்த enzyme மட்டும் extract பண்ணி அந்த enzymeால ஏதாவது யூஸ் இருக்கா ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்கா பயோடெக்னாலஜில இல்ல மாலிகுலர் பயாலஜில இல்ல ஜெனெடிக் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல they are going to study. Am I right? So Hylurophyllus, otherwise called as a highly salt concentration region la இருக்கிற bacteria தான் we can call it as the Hylurophyllus. By which structures is going to helpful to survive in the particular habitat அப்படினு பார்த்தோம் அப்படினா specifically the role of enzymes and ribosome of the cells which is effectively useful to manage the particular harsh environmental conditions. Effectively used for the harsh environment condition. Our cellular enzyme ribosome, specifically 70S ribosome na irukum. Basically prokaryotic 70S ribosomes irukum, and the both character is going to useful for to manage the harsh environmental conditions. Basically in the examination they are going to ask which out of the three which is called methane producing bacteria, Thermus aquaticus in the bacteria in the Archaebacteria produce agade. Adhe mari Hylurophyllus, otherwise called as the salt loving bacteria. These all are the complete outline regarding the Archaebacteria. Yeah, so first the group is over. Yeah, I already told bacteria is further divided into two categories, Archaebacteria and Eubacteria. Next we are going to concentrate Eubacteria. The next one, Archaebacteria we have completed. The next one, a true bacteria, otherwise called Eubacteria. In our day-to-day life, we are unable to take the curd. We are getting the curd from the milk. The conversion of milk into curd, it is a role of bacteria. In our day-to-day examples, bacteria. At the same time, some other merits, we are getting the antibiotics. Antibiotic is the part of the bacteria. It's a product of bacteria, specifically bacteria as well as fungi, specifically actinomycetes fungi. A large number of useful activities also we have that bacteria. The same things, large number of harmful activities, large number of disease is caused by the bacteria. இப்போ ரெண்டுமே இருக்கு, பாசிட்டிவ் நேச்சர் இருக்கு, நெகட்டிவ் இம்பாக்ட் இருக்கு. We must study about the bacteria. But you bacteria in the sense true bacteria, true bacteria. Why we can consider as the true? Basically, the bacteria, it is going to same, it is present. Where from it is going to evolve? It is going to evolve from the Archaebacteria, true bacteria. Okay, we can consider about the bacteria. Who is first observed the bacteria? அப்படின ஒரு क्वेश्चन கேட்டாங்க அப்படினா the bacteria first observed by Anton von Leeuwenhoek. The scientist Antony von Leeuwenhoek or Anton von Leeuwenhoek first observed the bacteria. The first persons observed the bacteria. The first person, Anton von Leeuwenhoek, is called first person observed the bacteria. That's why the Anton von Leeuwenhoek otherwise called the father of bacteriology. Father of bacteriology. So what is meant by bacteriology? That's the study of bacteria, otherwise called as the bacteriology. But who is first observed the bacteria? Anton von Leeuwenhoek. First யார் bacteria observe பண்ணா? Anton von Leeuwenhoek. First அவர் observe பண்ணனால he is called as the father of bacteriology. But bacteriology is nothing but a branch of science, is exclusively deals with study of bacteria. That's all. For bacteria அப்படினா என்ன இருக்கணும்? What are the things? The same things. The bacteria already we discussed. It is basically unicellular. Yeah, it is the prokaryotic, exclusively prokaryotic, as well as nuclear membrane-less organelles. Nuclear membrane-less organelles. Nuclear membrane absent. Okay, this is the basic things. But bacteria cytoplasm la பார்த்தோம் அப்படினா cell organelles இருக்குமா? Cell organelles are absent except few. Cell organelles basically absent. Okay, I am going to think about what is the habitat of the bacteria. Already told what is the habitat, the living place of the bacteria, otherwise called living place of the organism, otherwise called habitat. But this is going to ubiquitous அப்படினு சொல்லுவாங்க, cosmopolitan. What is mean by cosmopolitans? எல்லா இடத்துலயும் இருக்குறது தான் cosmopolitans. Ubiquitous அப்படினா is going to present in the water, soil, air, even the food particles. ஒரு food வந்து decay ஆகுது அப்படினா bacteria role important. That's why we are going to keep the food in the refrigerators to prevent from the bacterial activity. இல்லாட்டி food வந்து bottling effect அப்படினு சொல்லுவாங்க. Bacteria வந்து is going to destroy the food வந்து poison ஆ convert பண்ணும். But is going to present everywhere, all the habitat. Yeah, that's why I am going to say cosmopolitan in nature. எல்லா habitatலயும் இருக்கும் specific. Okay, when I am going to think about the shape, shape. Over bacteria, what is the real shape of the bacteria? I am going to divide the shape of the bacteria into 4 categories. Shape அப்படினா வடிவம், structure. The first one is called coccus. Coccus. The first one is the coccus. Second one is bacillus. The first one is coccus. The shape is called, I am going to explain what is meant by coccus. The second one is the bacillus. Third one, it is the vibrio. It is called vibrio shaped. Third bacteria is called as the vibrio. Fourth one is the comma shaped. Comma shaped bacteria. But the first one is coccus, bacillus, vibrio and comma shaped. இப்போ பாக்டீரியா வந்து நாலா தான் டிவைட் பண்ணலாம். இப்போ நான் அப்சர்வ் பண்ணுறேன், மைக்ரோஸ்கோப்பில் வச்சு ஒரு பாக்டீரியா சாம்பிள் எடுத்துட்டு I just observing the bacteria, whether it may be present in the form of coccus formula இருக்கும், otherwise it is the form of bacillus or in the form of vibrio, otherwise called as the comma shaped. Yeah, okay. The first one, and just think about the coccus. Coccus in the things spherical or round shaped. Coccus is nothing but round. This is the form. Basically it is present in the form of spherical bacteria. It is going to present in the form of groups. But what is the difference between coccus and cocci? The word is given, some words given cocci. Cocci is the plural. Cocci is the plurals. Coccus in the singular. இப்போ ஒரே ஒரு spherical இருந்தா coccus. Got it? இப்போ round shaped bacteria otherwise called coccus. In case some group of bacteria is called as the cocci. A group of bacteria is called cocci. The next one, it is called rod shaped bacteria. It is called as the rod shaped bacteria. What is the shape of the rod? This is the structures. The rod shape otherwise called bacillus. For example, some kind of flagella is presented, pilus is presented, or brick shape structure irundhuchu appadina adha நம்ம rod shape அப்படினு சொல்லுவோம். That is called as the bacillus. Bacillus is the singular, bacilli is the plural. But rod shaped bacteria irundhuchu appadina that is called as the bacillus bacteria. Next one, vibrio. Yeah, basically the vibrio only is a comma shaped. Vibrio or comma shaped. Basically the structure is like that. It looks like that. Looks like a comma. Same text. What we are going to draw the comma, the same structures we need to draw like that. Comma shape. The structures looks like the example vibrio cholerae. Cholera disease cause பண்ணக்கூடிய bacteria நான் எடுத்து observe பண்ண அப்படினா it looks like a comma shaped bacteria. The next one, spirillum, fourth one is the spirillum. What is meant by spirillum? Spiral. We can study the word, spiral. What is meant by spiral? Surul இருக்கிறது. Curling. It is called as the spirally. The bacteria structure is called spiral form. Spiral form. But what is the real structure? Like that. It is going to present in the form of spiral shape. But 4 different forms are available. It may be a coccus, bacillus, vibrio or comma shaped, or spirillum. But we are going to divide the coccus into further. Yeah? Monococcus, diplococcus, streptococcus, staphylococcus. நிறைய சொல்லிட்டே போகலாம். பட் நம்ம என்சிஆர்டி புக்கை மட்டும் தான் நம்ம கன்சிடர் பண்ணோம். ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. டிப்ளோகாக்கஸ் இன் த சென்ஸ் இட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு பிரசன்டட் இன் த ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் 2. 2 ஸ்பெரிக்கல் பாக்டீரியா ஒன்னோட ஒன்று அட்டாச் ஆகிருந்தோ அதுதான் டிப்ளோகாக்கஸ் பாக்டீரியா. டிப்ளோகாக்கஸ் நிமோனியா. அப்போ நிமோனியா ஃபீவரை காஸ் பண்ணக்கூடிய பாக்டீரியா பேர் டிப்ளோகாக்கஸ். ஒன்லி 2 ஸ்பெரிக்கல் தான் இருக்கும். டிப்ளோகாக்கஸ் நிமோனியா, ஸ்டெப்டோகாக்கஸ் நிமோனியா, ஸ்டெஃபைலோகாக்கஸ். நிறைய வேர்ட் சொல்லுவாங்க. காக்கஸ் அப்படின்னு பாக்டீரியாவில் எண்டு முடிஞ்சாவே ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்லி த ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் இஸ் த ஸ்பெரிக்கல் ஷேப். கீப் இட் இன் யுவர் மைண்ட் கிளியர்லி. காட் இட்? அட் த சேம் டைம் பேசிலஸ் அதே தான். பேசிலஸ் இன் கேஸ் த பாக்டீரியா இஸ் கோயிங் டு பிரசன்டட் இன் த சேம் திங்ஸ். இந்த மாதிரி குரூப்பாக இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா பாலிசேட் பேசிலஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. குரூப்பாக லேயராக இருக்கும். Streptobacillus, Staphylobacillus. ஒன்றுமே கிடையாது. குரூப் பேஸ்ட் ஆன், பட் த காமன் நேம் இஸ் ராட் ஷேப் பாக்டீரியா. The third one is comma shaped. This is the original structures. For dot, we are going to draw the comma. That is called vibrio. Vibrio in the sense comma shaped. Vibrio cholerae is the examples. The spirillum example spirochaetae. Or bacteria irukku spirochaetae. For spirillum, it is basically spiral shaped. Sometimes the flagella is presented on the terminal end. Terminal end of flagella. The flagella is act as the locomotory organs. But these all are the basic outline. The shape, we are going to divide coccus, bacillus, vibrio and spirillum. Okay, next we are going to study about the structure. This is the cell. Already we discussed about the 4 different shapes of the bacteria. Out of 4, it is belonging to which shape? Whether it is a coccus or whether it's a bacillus, whether it's a vibrio, or whether it's a spirillum, definitely we can get the answers based on the structure. It is the bacillus bacteria. It's a rod shaped bacteria. Am I right? Okay. In the rod shaped bacteria, already told, the bacteria basically unicellular in nature. It is mainly made up of a cell wall. This is the texture of cell wall. The bacteria, cell wall is present in bacteria. What about the Archaebacteria? Cell wall is presented, but the chemical composition is different. Inside the cell wall, what is presented? The plasma membrane. The structure is called plasma membrane. Okay. I am going to give only the outlines. In the next class, we are going to study about the complete structures. Okay. The cell wall chemically made up of, cell wall of the bacteria is chemically made up of peptidoglycan. Peptidoglycan is the polysaccharide. Peptidoglycan is the polysaccharide, highly complex polysaccharides. Yeah. Our cell wall is chemically made up of cellulose. Fungal cell wall is chemically made up of chitin. The bacterial cell wall chemically made up of peptidoglycans. But it is a complex structures. It is the complex in nature, or it is a polymer. What is the monomers? About peptidoglycan reala enna irukku appadina, it's a two structures are presented. One is the NAG, second one is the NAM. Yeah. The two monomers are presented in the complex form. One is the NAG, second one is the NAMs. Okay, what is NAG, what is NAM? Try to find out the answers. We are going to discuss in the next class.